Hey everybody, let's go ahead and do my August TBR. Hey everybody, my name is Sophie, the Bookish Floor. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today what we're doing is I'm gonna shop my library for my August TBR. So I'm trying not to buy too many books right now. I'm not on a book shopping ban because most of the books that I get are from friends of the library sale or Goodwill or things like that. I don't usually or ever get brand new books. I either mostly get them from library shop sales or friends of the library sales, which are held once a month. So I support local libraries in San Diego that way, or Goodwill. That's where I get a lot of my books, or thrift stores, stuff like that, or little libraries where I swap a lot of my books. So I don't spend a lot of money on books. So I'm not in a book shopping ban. However, I do want to shop my library to see what I have, to see what I want to read for August. And I was talking about it on the last video, which I filmed just a couple of minutes ago, and this is a continuation, although for you it's a week later. And I was saying that I have to be very mindful of what I select lately for my TBR. As you guys know, I started as a diverse reader. I wanted to include the commemorative Heritage Month they were going on in the American calendar that is available in the United States, because cultural diversity is something that is celebrated there, and that you can see on the calendar of different commemorations, something that is not necessarily done here as a whole, like in a calendar and all that. We saw this year that has been changing a lot, and it was even more important with everything that is going on in the news, with everything that is going on in the world, with everything that it's been going on personally, and identifying certain patterns in my mental state and how I process information. One of the things that causes my migraine is exactly that, the way that I process information, and the way that I overthink or overanalyze, or the way that information comes into my brain, and the way that I think about stuff, and the way they don't leave my brain. So I really have to make an effort from now on to really be selective about the things that I let go into my brain, because they won't leave. They won't leave there. So although I definitely want to continue to be not only informed but educated, and try to pass information that is correct, and also recommend books that are important for us to continually learn about this world that we are living in, and obviously to understand the things that are going on around the world. I cannot over consume those things, because they become a pattern of overthinking and overanalyzing, and yeah, it can be kind of destructive in my mind. So the best thing that I can do for myself and for you guys is continue to support other people that have accounts on social media or channels that are doing like all this wonderful work, that are in the trenches, and they are constantly sharing. And for me, when I see that I see that it's important, then I already watched it, see that it's well researched, that I think that is important for other people to understand and know and all that, and share it. That's what I can do. I can reshare, and obviously when I reshare, I tell you who the sources are, because it is very important for me to give credit where credit is due. And also, when I consume certain books or certain stories on line. I'm trying to limit what I consume online. Also, that's very important to me. For now, what I'm doing is I'm taking a step back. I'm reading only one or two of those books and then filling my cup with something else, because there's in previous years when I was doing that, I was really enjoying it, really learning a lot. But right now we're so bombarded by so many things that are going on in the world that last year and this year it really started to take a toll on me, and I felt like it was nothing but gloom like all the time, and it really started to take a toll on me. So like I felt like everything that I was consuming was dark, like incredibly dark. So I needed to take a break from that, and I really started consuming a lot more fantasy this year, like high fantasy. And not because I want to hide from the world, but because I watch the news, I read articles online, because I'm not one of those people that is gonna like close their eyes and just read fantasy and escape the world. I'm gonna consume other stuff. And it's gonna be hard for me to shut the world off. So I need to pick like where am I gonna get my information from. And right now I'm decided to dwindle it down, and for books I'm gonna have to pick just one. So anyways, all of this to say is for my mental health, and I hope that you guys are doing the same thing. There's so much overflow of information right now. We cannot disconnect, but we cannot overconsume and doom scroll, because doom scrolling is not just online. We can doom read and doom watch the news and doom scroll and just be in a dark cloud, and I felt like I was doing that. So if you like pick where you want to get your information so you can still be connected, pick where you want to make a difference. And in my case, I'm gonna still make sure that I consume news and real people who are sharing information that is good, not just alarming information, but information that is actually useful. And that is what I'm choosing to reshare with you guys over on social media and here. And I'm choosing books that are gonna bring me joy, whether it's a fantasy or a romance or whatever, and then choosing a book that is also gonna keep me informed, whether it's whatever is going on in the world right now or something else, but something that is gonna keep me informed, because I do want to be entertained but also informed on whatever it is, not just whatever current topic, but on whatever I want to learn about. So anyways, all that to say, let's go shopping on my or in my library. So let's go ahead and pick the TBR. So let me see. I think that I do want to start with, you know what? If I'm talking about high fantasy, I've never read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and I actually don't have the full trilogy. I found this again on Goodwill, and I have book 1 and book 3. So I think I'll start with book 1. Hopefully one day I'll find book 2. But if not, I know I can find that an audiobook. And I'll start with book 1. So that's gonna be Shadow and Bone. And then I know that the other day I was browsing through my romance, and I found a couple of books here that I didn't even know I had. Where is it? I think the other day, maybe I put it somewhere else. Because I have some books behind you guys. You know what? I think this book, I saw a lot of people online that didn't really like it. Also, I found this on Goodwill, but it had really, like, a lot of people got it on Book of the Month, and once they got it, like, they didn't really like it. So I think it's good to read it now, and then if I don't like it, I can put it in my shop, in my little used book shop, used book shop, is that how you say it? Or in a little free library nearby or something like that. So and this is empty because this is, as you guys know, this is where I keep my books that I'm gonna read. So let's start filling this up. So let's put romantic comedy, and then Shadow and Bone. So this is my August TBR. So we have a romance and a fantasy. I was gonna pick another romance, but let's not do that. You know what? I started already Crest, which is number 3 in the Lunar Chronicle. And why don't we go ahead and finish it? I have it right here. So let's go and finish that one. And I also already started Dark Matter. Should I just put it there? Let me see. Give me 1 second because it's behind you. So I have a really raggedy copy from the Friends of the Library. So I have Dark Matter. I already started that one. And I'm also listening to, because I joined a book club with a friend and I started, so 3 I already started. I started Chris and I started Dark Matter and I started Shadow of the Wind. I moved you a little bit because you were falling. And I started a Shadow of the Wind with a friend because she started a book club. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 books. I think I can fit 1 more book because my average right now is about 6 books. Let's see, what else can I read? So I have I guess these are 2 sci-fi, 1 romance, 1 fantasy. I guess this is sort of fantasy. Should we pick like another, like, maybe like another romance or something like that? Let me see. Another light one. Okay, the other day I was looking around and I saw this one and I didn't even remember I had it. I think I also got it like at a Goodwill or something. So I think something like this one. Let's go ahead and read this one and see what I think. Okay, so I think this is like a good combination of like darker books like Shadow of the Wind and Dark Matter with like lighter like romantic comedy and Never Been Kissed, and then like the sci-fi, which is, or fantasy sci-fi like Crest and Shadow and Bone. Okay, so I think that's gonna be like my set TBR, which are 6 books, which is what I'm averaging lately. And then after that I'm gonna pick like other books that I'm gonna do more research on, maybe something a bit more serious, something that's maybe a bit deeper, and we'll see depending on how I'm feeling. Like I said, right now my attention span and the way that I'm being feeling, I'm not my capacity right now is not at its best, so I'm trying to ease back into like being able to read like 10 books a month. So this is my set TBR for August, and hopefully I'll be able to get back into it and read a lot more. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're reading in August. Let me know if this year has been a struggle for you to read. Let me know if you think maybe what's going on in the world has been an issue for you too when it comes to reading. Maybe has it affect your reading or not. And let me know how you've been doing midway through the year, a little bit over midway through the year. If you like this video, remember to click the like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. That would really help me out a lot. Remember that in the description you have all the ways that you can support the channel. I really do appreciate it if you go and check those out, and you can check out the social media where I post more often there. If you want to, go ahead and put it in the comments, what are you reading in August? What is your TBR? And if you don't know what to put down there, why don't you go ahead and put a little surfing guy or girl, or a beach wave, because it is still summer, it is still scorching hot. So yeah, go ahead and put something like that. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to keep reading and keep blooming, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.